kids for a minute, 4 dogs, 25 fish, 5 reptiles. Oh my God. And then you people want to know why I say, Sarah, you hear her trying to fix me up. Patty Stanger is now fixing me up. Calls out of nowhere. I have a guy for you. Everyone then wants to know why I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, fix me up, Patty, but I'm good. Everyone can fix me up, but 5 reptiles? No, thank you. Vicki Gunvalson has spoken out. She thinks it's disgusting, Alexis and John Janssen. We all know that, but she did another interview. She is disgusted. She said she said it's gross. It is gross. She then said, Alexis, you never, ever would have been back. I mean, listen, if it wasn't for John Janssen, does everyone have like amnesia? Are we living in the Twilight Zone? I'm all for a Dos Amigos friendship. I'm all for the dose. But do we not forget that Shannon cut Vicki and Tamra out of her life? Tamra and Vicki, when they were fired and she still had a job, she said, oh, I'm not speaking to that toxic shit. I'm keeping my job on the OC. I'm at like 795,000. So let me just keep this train rolling. Anyone remember that? Well, look, I'm all for, I mean, I flip flop. We all know I'm a flip flopper. I change my thoughts and emotions based on a 5-minute period. I'm a Gemini, guys. So I'm all here for the dose. I'm all here for, but this Vicki and Shannon, I mean, they got each other's back. They are on tour now. It's called Vicki and Shannon. They have a whole bunch of dates. If anyone wants to go see them, you can get you a picture with the Dos Amigas. But they have each other's back. So Vicki says it's disgusting. And Alexis, you never would have been back on the OC if it wasn't for you and John. I mean, she has a point. She said that's because you were a boring 1-season wonder. Well, Vicky girl, the math ain't mathing on that because Alexis was there for more than 1 season, right? I mean, last time I checked, she was there for more than 1 season. Vicky says, if John truly loved, she really directed this towards John. If John truly loved Alexis, he would stay off social media and just date her. Wouldn't need to post it. This Vicky, she has some points. I ain't such a mover, Vicky, but she's got some points here. Then she says, John, you are love bombing Alexis. I have seen this before. It was done to me by Brooks, and I was smitten. True. I mean, we've also seen it from Luis, but I'm telling you that Luis, I got a good feeling about Louis Aurelia. Sorry. He is with Teresa. They are married. I'm not a tree hugger. I'm really not, but he's not out sticking his dick into everything. He's home with Teresa. They're on vacation. They have the kids. They're seeing Juicy. It's a blended family. I'm telling you, Louis and Teresa are going to go the distance. I'm telling you right now. But, we see Sandoval, although we also just saw Sandoval break down and say how much he loved Raquel and how he really wanted it to work out. But she says John is just like Brooks, love bombing Alexis. How can you be in love after 2 weeks? Very true. Look, I agree with Vicky on this one. I think John is love bombing her. I think she is truly in love with this guy. She's never felt this before. Oh, and Vicky also said John is using Alexis to get back on camera because he did not look good with the whole Shannon debacle last season, and this will make him look like a good guy. Once again, I agree with Vicky. Do I think he likes Alexis more than he likes Shannon? Yes. Do I think Alexis is easier to date than Shannon? Yeah. Do I think Alexis is easier to be around on a daily basis than Shannon? Yes. Do I think Alexis is less high maintenance than Shannon? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. I think dating Shannon would be a process. I think dating Ramona Singer would be a process. We just had Chaz Dean on. He told the whole story about Ramona's loud, obnoxious boyfriend. It made Paid 6. But maybe they're the same. But do I think dating some of these people is very Exhausting. Dating Bethany Frankel, not exhausting. I mean, this Paul, man. Paul seems so quiet and innocent. Seems like he loves it. Bethany's been quiet lately, guys. Where the hell is our Bethany? She also said, I think what Vicki's upset about is that Tamra called the man. Look, I actually see this both ways because with business, I'm okay with business. Like I separate business with pleasure from pleasure. So, like, for instance, I have certain friends that I would love for them to be on this podcast once a week. I have visions for my friends. And like, okay, Catherine Edwards, would I have liked her to be on here every week recapping Beverly Hills with me? Yes. Yes. Did I passively aggressively ask that a few times from Catherine? Yes. Are Catherine and I good friends? Yes. Do I love Catherine? Yes. Does our friendship have anything to do with this podcast? No. Other than that's how we met. So I'm really, and Catherine will be back. She's just busy traveling the world. And I also don't want someone here, like, because then I'll feel like, oh my God, I owe you something. But it'd be nice if we had her. But the point is, business and pleasure to me are totally separate. So if I were like a Vicki and we were on the road with Tamra and we sold out a show, and then someone said, like, look, I'm out. Tres Amigos is dose. I have traders. I have this. I have that. I just physically can't do it. Personally, I would be like, okay, whatever. Like, it wouldn't, for me, affect my friendship with the person. That's honestly from the bottom of my heart. I would be like, I get it. Business is business. Like, if Sarah Fraser called me and said, listen, we cannot do these weekly shows together anymore. I'm totally busy. I'm taking my show in a different direction. I would literally say, okay. Literally, the words would be okay. Guys, you have survived. We have survived together. Plenty of people coming and going from this podcast. The name on the door is David Yontef. So the show's going on, regardless of whether who's here. But truly, from the bottom of my heart, if that happened, I would say, great. Okay, we can have a drink tonight, literally. And I wouldn't even miss a beat. I'd be like, okay, we have another plan for those 2 days of the week. Love Sarah, don't want her to go anywhere. So that's me. So I see Tamra's point of view. However, Vicki says that Tamra called the manager Paris, and that's bullshit. Like, you couldn't bring this up with these two people directly. She also said Tamra's assistant is a shit stirrer and does social media for Shannon and Tamra, and was in Tamra's ear saying, Vicki and Shannon are talking about you and Tamra. And Vicki says, this assistant is a troublemaker. He will never, ever, ever do her social media. Okay. And let's face it, the rat that scurries, she loves her Gouda cheese. She's in the corner right now getting some Gouda cheese. She'll probably fire this assistant. Tamra has no soul. She goes through everyone. But I see both sides of it. And then Teddi said, oh, excuse me. And then Vicki said, uh-oh, and my message to Tamra, stop saying Teddi is a much better friend. You've known her what? 1 minute, 2 minutes? You've known me for 14 years. And then Vicki said, in conclusion, do not ever, ever compare me to Theodoro Melonball. Vicki just hates Teddi. She hates her. Do not ever compare me to Teodoro Melonball, the gnat, the rat, and the gnat. You all listen to their podcast, so don't act like you don't like them. You listen to the rat and you listen to the gnat. Teddi has grown on me a little bit. Sorry, Vicki. Teddi's like level-headed. I think that's what I like about her. She keeps her emotions in check. That's why I like Erika Jayne. Listen, guys, we got to go. On that note, we got to go. Keep your emotions in check around me, people. Again, when your mother gets sick, when your child is in trouble, when something happens to you, call me. I am here for the big fucking things in life. And other than that, despite what I do here for a living, I don't want to hear about any drama, okay? Keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear your boyfriend was 10 minutes late to meet you for your drink at the Beverly Hills Hotel. People can't even afford that drink. So shut the fuck up. Call me with the big problems in life, not the small shit. Oh, God, I'm insufferable sometimes. Love Erika that she keeps her emotions to herself. I love all of you. That's what I really love. We're together for another Saturday Patreon. Isn't life great, guys? Isn't life good? I mean, are you listening to this in the morning? Is everyone going to have a great day? I'm getting on a plane. I have to fly back to New York for 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to